2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Falcon Open is about to begin.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth. And it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm glad to be here covering this week's featured group, and what a pairing, as these two have been hinting at quite a budding rivalry here.
Well, Henny, it sounds like they're trying to beat young Will Zalatoris. I'm really looking forward to this matchup.
Oh, as am I. Wily Will found his way onto the tour in a very unusual manner, and he kept himself there. The pressure is not too much for him. He can handle anything. He's a fierce young man, a young man of the future, and I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with his game. Where can you beat him? Where can you see any of those defenses? He's very confident. And as I said, Luke, he can take that pressure.
Yeah, well, he might be slight in stature. I think he's 160 pounds wringing wet, but he's big on confidence and bold with his iron play. There is not a flag he won't fire at. So if you want to beat Will Zalatoris, you better go hole hunting.
Oh, come on, sit. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Welcome back to our PGA Tour coverage here on 2K Sports. We're picking up on the first hole. Let's get going. This is from miles away.
Trying to save par here.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread.
That will drive you bats.
Currently at +1 for the day. Let's check in with our man on the ground, John McCarthy, for our course report. John, what will Foxhole Golf Links be serving the players this week?
Well, Luke, I think Foxhole Golf Links is going to be serving up some birdies, maybe a side of eagle. The course really is right in front of these players, and what you see is what you get. Not a whole lot of tricks to it, so I think people are going to be firing at these flags all week, and I'm going to sit back and enjoy that. Hopefully the folks at home will as well.
That's a good shot by him. He'll be delighted.
Slim chance for a birdie, but in all reality, 2-putt for par would be just fine.
This is one of those lengthy putts. Good one just to get close.
This is on a stupendous line.
That'll sting a bit. It's just about 3 feet away.
This is important. Big par putt here.
And there it is.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's one stroke in front of his rival so far today. Great stuff.
Sitting at 1 over for the day. Ooh, I always love these holes. Here we have a par 3. And after a par at the last, a chance to perhaps signal some intent. Opting for the 3-wood. He didn't look to hit that one quite so flush.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
Oh, that is simply brilliant. What a shot. And that'll be a big boost to his standings on the leaderboard.
Oh, what a shot that was. Why don't we revisit the magic?
Beautifully judged. Great tempo on this chip.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Playing within their comfort zone there. Let's see what happens here on the 4th.
Look, coming off a birdie at the last hole, this player finally is making something happen. Looking forward to the next hole, but danger lurks if they're not careful.
Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway. Rich, there's plenty of paths to the PGA Tour, but few seem to bash their way to the PGA Tour quicker than Will Zalatoris. It was an immediate impact he had, and it's just such an exciting game he possesses.
Watching him go from the Korn Ferry Tour and essentially bypassing all of that fairly immediately with the 3 wins and getting onto the PGA Tour and having such a profound effect when he was out there really is quite astonishing. Without getting the win, but seemingly in contention each and every week out there, you feel the sky is the limit for what's going to happen with this young man. He is so disciplined in what he does in a round of golf. He's got a great mind in the way that he approaches the game and how he advances the golf ball to point A to point B to point. He sees this golf course 3 shots in advance. It's just kind of like it's right there in front of him. He reminds me of an old school pool player who he's already made all the shots. Now just has to go ahead and just sink the next one because he set himself up perfectly for the next one. It's impressive.
Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt.
Gets that one to go down, and that's back-to-back birdies.
And that will take him to 1 under. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Here we are at the 5th hole of Foxholm Golf Links. 424 par 4 from the tips.
And only the really long players in the game are going to be able to fly those bunkers down the right-hand side. The shorter players are going to have to hit it out to the left-hand side with maybe not quite a driver, but from there, it's really just a flick of a second shot, as this hole is just 424 yards. I'm thinking that every player is looking at this as a birdie opportunity.
Choosing the 9-iron here. Terrific approach and a chance for a birdie here on the 5th.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, that one just missed the hole. Trying to get to 2 under with this putt.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
This one's dialed in. Okay, steady now.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains.
Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. This hole is a par 4. Good shot there, Beamer. Henny, what's the player facing here?
Setting up here from about 180 yards.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron. Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. Getting ready to play their 3rd. 5 shots off the lead. Didn't that look good for a long time? Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here. Good looking putt.
That gets the job done.
And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. Let's see what happens here on the 7th. That was wonderfully done. Sitting at 1 under the card. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. A little off the mark on that approach shot.
Airmail the green with that approach.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's 1 stroke behind his rival in this event.
And back to the course with the live action. And here we are with the 3rd shot. 4 strokes off the lead. Oh, I thought that one was going in. That's a wonderfully played chip shot there.
Judging it beautifully.
Putting for a par now.
Yep, tracking nicely.
Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead.
And an opportunity awaits as they step onto this tee of the par 3.
And choosing the 8-iron here. Wonderfully played.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh, you've made it. What a play. Okay, let's get back to the action. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Setting up this putt 14 feet from the cup.
This one's looking good.
Oh, what a super shot. And that will take him to 2 under. He's currently tied for 13th. As we stride to the final hole of the outward half of Foxholm Golf Links, players will be licking their lips with this par 5, measuring just over 500 yards.
This is a gift to end on. However, you've got to find the fairway really to give yourself the best opportunity. Players are not going to be able to fly those bunkers down the right-hand side, and if you hit it right of those, trees come into play. Bail out to the left, give yourself a long iron second shot into this massive green. Lots of runoff areas all around this green, but what a great opportunity to end this front 9 with possibly an eagle 3.
And this player's really going after it here, Rich.
I tell you what a sensational play. This player stepped up their game, a bold play, hopefully a bold reward.
And this putt to move into the top 10.
Get excited. This could go in. Oh, well home for eagle. And he'll move into the top 10. Well, I'm interested in my buddy Beamer's thoughts at this duel after 9 holes.
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these two players step